Hello, all my TW555 members here at Midway. Welcome back to the Quick Question Podcast. I am your host, Eric Perez. I am one of your alternate union reps here at Midway, alongside my co-host, Hugo Valles, your safety rep for the station. Hugo.
Let me tell you something, brother.
As we all hear the passing of good old Hulk Hogan.
What you gonna do with all right, Hugo Maniacs and Hugo Mania runs wild on you?
God, you know what? I should just hit delete right now and delete shit all over again.
Why?
Just for the fact of that one.
All right, listen, I'm paying homage to my childhood hero.
And no matter, you know what, and it sucks because a lot of guys are talking shit about him, and it's wrong. No matter what he did, I get what he did. Maybe he is a racist piece of shit, but I mean, in the end, he still was a big part of our lives in the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
He was. He was
part of my life, and what happened afterwards is afterwards. You know, we grow up, and everything changes. So whatever.
He passed, but again, I will miss you, buddy. But again, we're gonna keep going. We talked to Q, and he's talking about lockers again. Here we go with lockers.
Oh, nice.
Yes, the lockers should have been in already, according to Q last month. But no, Q did assure us that they are. I mean, they are here, right, Hugo? You did see them?
I did see them with my own eyes.
Now, let me ask you something. They look like they're not even half of what, they're like a third of what we used to have. So how big are they, man?
No, they're actually pretty tall. I was there, and I saw them. I don't know if they're split in the middle, but I think that's what they said they were supposed to be.
Now you said they're deeper, obviously, so you could just, I mean, it sucks they got to be half, but people need the lockers, but they are deeper, you said, right?
I believe so.
Okay, but again, he's now it's set for mid-August. He doesn't exactly have a date, but they are going to give him a week ahead. So what's unfortunately, I know I said 2 weeks, but it looks like we're only going to get a week heads up to get our stuff out of there. The best advice I can give all you guys right now is actually start getting all your winter gear out of there. Start getting a lot of your stuff out. Just leave your knee pads, your gloves, your raincoat in your lockers right now, just to survive the summer. Your winter stuff, you're not going to need it in there because right now it's going to be gone. The lockers are going to be gone by the time the winter hits. So my advice to you right now is just start taking all that stuff out because in about a month they are gonna redo their lockers. At least that's what he said. Mid-August is the date they're pushing for. They're only going to give us a week to get all our stuff out. So just my advice to all you guys, start taking your stuff out.
I actually rummaged through my locker real quick, just throw some stuff out, and I found a bin slip for Phoenix, LA for 2004.
Jeez, 2004?
2004.
That's 20 years ago, man. What is wrong with you?
Well, did Phoenix, LA on that was a 700.
Doing the bid, no, not doing it, doing the water. Where you keep the water at, like by A14.
Yep.
We were just messing around, walking around, and we actually found a bid from 2013. Yeah, I remember those. Oh my God, man! It was actually in good condition.
These lockers are like time capsules,
Jesus
man.
Christ, that's what it is, man. When going around this airport, you find some old stuff in there, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, mid-August is the time they're going to shoot for. Next one is, and it's a big one that Q really wants us to stress about you guys is the seatbelts. We have to start wearing seatbelts, not just for the fact that we have to wear them, but I mean, it's there to keep us safe in case anything happens. Hugo, man, you want to express more on what just happened in Atlanta?
Yes, actually, there was a incident in Atlanta where an agent was driving a tug. Something happened where he was not wearing the seatbelt, and his tug took a bad bounce, and he bounced off the tug. He got ejected. He flew off. He broke his ankle. He broke his wrist, and that's very fortunate that that's all that happened because it could have been a lot worse. He could have broken his neck, broken his head.
He could have died, man.
Yeah,
he could have died. I mean, that's the way that looked. That was not. He flew.
Right.
He flew. He didn't just jump onto the hood of the tug. No, he flew a few feet, man, past that tug.
Yeah, it was pretty rough watching that video.
Yeah, it was not good to watch.
No, but the rules are there for a reason, and it's not only to keep you safe, but you have to put on your seatbelt because we want you to go home safe. We want you to go see your family. We want you to see your loved ones. We don't want to see you perish out there like that.
No, man.
And I've heard that they've been cracking down again. So there's been writing up, and that's the least of your worries.
I'm not fond of writing anybody up.
No,
never has. But the thing, I'd rather you just pull them over. Hey, start wearing your seatbelts. But it looks like they are. I mean, they got to do what they got to do because this is nuts. You got to understand, people. There's two things that you're going to hit if you're not wearing your seatbelt. There's two things you're going to hit. One is concrete. Okay, one is concrete.
Absolutely.
The other one is cast iron steel.
Yeah.
Those are the only two things that you're going to hit if you pop off these tugs.
Right,
And
and remember-
neither one of those give. Neither one of those give.
Right, you're nothing but fleshy bone and tissues.
Yes, that is not. I mean, this is not your car. I'd rather hit my car. I'd rather hit anybody's car. I'd rather hit a window.
Yeah.
But I'd rather hit all that stuff. But this is cast iron, steel, and concrete. Two things that will probably kill you
Oh,
if you
absolutely.
hit it pretty hard. If not, something on your body will not be working properly for the rest of your life. I'm telling you guys, that video was horrible.
Right.
And we really have to stress you guys wearing seatbelts.
Right, and system wide, there's been a lot of ejections, and I do remember the one I believe was in Baltimore where she was ejected, and I believe she's a quadriplegic now.
Jesus,
So
Jesus,
it's a
man,
it's life changing, and
even the sight of it's life changing. Like, look, this is somebody from Atlanta that I saw, and it was gut wrenching, and I could only imagine if it's somebody that I knew here at Midway.
Right.
Like that would be if we had to see video on that. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep that night because it would be horrible knowing that I just seen somebody that I've known, that I've worked with, that happened to.
Right.
So please, guys, this is very serious. Start wearing your seatbelts. I know it's like the corny thing, like you guys always saying, just wear your seatbelts. I'll do what I want. No, this is serious. We're not doing this to avoid write-ups. We're doing this to avoid anything happening to you.
Right, because you'll never know what's going to happen. And granted, it was faulty equipment, but that does not negate the fact that he was not wearing the seatbelt. You always wear it just because of that fact. And now GSC has been looking at that, and they're investigating that further, and they'll let us know what actually happened. But it's under review right now.
Oh man. Oh. So yeah, again, guys, please wear your seatbelts.
Right.
The next and last final. Oh no, there's two more actually from Q. Real quick is girls, especially for the girls. Not too many guys have long hair, but you girls have to start tying up your hair properly, your long hair. We've had a few incidents already with girls getting caught. We had somebody here at Midway.
Yep.
We had somebody here get caught at Midway with that. Luckily, we got her out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, we got her out. Nothing really bad happened. I think she's just.
I believe they cut her hair, right?
No, I don't know if they.
Oh,
cut
they
her.
just pulled it out.
I think they did.
This time they just pulled it out. I know the one case before that they
they're lucky. They're lucky Kenya wasn't on. She's lucky they weren't there. She wasn't the offline rep.
Right.
She said it. She's coming with scissors and cutting hair. She don't care.
Hey, I don't blame her.
I don't blame her, but I don't think she's playing when she said that. She's gonna come out. She's gonna cut your hair because that's not. I mean, we don't want nothing happening to you girls, man. Because I can only imagine when it gets caught on the belt loader.
Well, it's not only the girls. There are some guys out there
Yeah,
too
there
with
are
some long
long
hair.
hair. I mean, there are some. There's a very few, but not as many as we have.
Getting scalped is not a pretty thing either.
No.
It's very gruesome. You lose part of your scalp and you start bleeding all over the place. There was an incident in New Orleans, not one of ours, but a lot of people do know the story that her hair got caught in the belt loader and I guess it snapped her neck and she died.
Yeah, I remember that incident. That's horrible.
So yeah, please, put
It's
your
not
hair
fun.
up, put it inside a hat, put it inside your shirt, something that it's not exposed, so it
Please.
won't get caught in the conveyors.
Yeah, that's and then Q has the vending machine.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
the ones that were it's a
Is there gonna be a Chef Boyardee in there?
yeah, there's gonna be something in there. Supposedly they're still coming, but again, it's one of those grab and go. Okay, you guys, if they do, you guys start seeing them. If you get caught stealing, you're probably going to get terminated. All right, they had some of these in some other stations, and a lot of people have been getting, not a lot of people, but a few people have been termed because they got caught. These things are going to have cameras on them, so if they do get here, just know that you're going to be on camera. So
it's a trap.
Yeah, right. It's a trap to get all these guys out of here. But no, guys, just know that if you do see them and they do come to the break room, they will have cameras, and if they catch you stealing, they will fire you. And that's it for Q. Hugo, what you got for us, man, for safety?
We also had an incident in Vegas. Guys, please don't take shortcuts. I know you want to get the job done, and you want to, get it done quickly. But again, you always have to, follow policy and procedure and whatnot. And I know I sound like a robot when I, talk about that. But in this incident, an agent forgets a scanner in the bin. Instead of pulling up the belt loader, he starts running and he tries to, jump inside the bin. What happens is he almost made it inside the bin, but then he slips out and he falls to the ground and he splits his head open.
Jesus.
So he has 10 staples in his head.
Yikes!
Yeah,
And
so-
I remember. Look, and I can't judge anyway because I remember when I was on a gate. That's take the bell or away. I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Well, I'm older and fatter, so I know my knees and
I'm
legs are just gonna splinter.
definitely not jumping out of a bin anymore, man. My knees will be on my shoulder.
Right,
I swear to God,
I'm not spry anymore.
No, I'm done. I will definitely not. If I fall out of the bin, it's gonna take some time for me to get up.
Especially these 800 Max, and that's what it was. It was an 800 Max that he ran to too. So it was a little taller.
Jesus Christ!
So imagine if you're trying to jump out of that thing. No, absolutely not.
Ooh, no, I'm good. What else you got, buddy?
Well, last time we were talking about the knock, and I really didn't give out enough information on it, enough to.
You didn't know what the hell knock meant.
Well, quiet, yo.
So now you know what the hell it means.
I wasn't ready. So
you was ready for that follow-up question. That's
right, I was not. But I actually did know partial of it, but not enough. But I do remember. Well, here it is.
Yes, please.
Yes, the knock is the network operations control. That's where all the operational and decisions are made and coordination is made 24/7. So you got like dispatchers and people who look at the weather, anything that has to do with the operation. Everybody's there. There's over 800 employees actually. It's in the headquarters complex.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually a building within a building. Well, no, it's a building that's separated, but it is like in the whole complex.
Right.
There's a whole complex of buildings there. The building itself has 12-inch walls, and it's able to withstand 165 miles per hour winds.
Jesus.
So yeah, well, there's a lot of tornadoes over there. So
Yeah, I can imagine.
And they said they have a secondary building too, just in case that fails. Like systems go down, whatever, and they go over to another building, and that starts functioning as the knock.
Well, at least they have a backup plan.
Yeah.
I guess we'll swing it back to me real quick. I got a couple things I want to talk about that we're getting from agents is the conversations that everybody is having at work. We all get in deep conversations with each other at work. Some people, keep it private, but just remember that there are people listening. Some people just can't mind their own business. But they just have to, just tail on some of the people's conversations and, they don't like the stuff they're talking about and they do something stupid like report it. Now, depending on don't get me wrong, there are some conversations that people should keep to themselves. But then there are some that, really, hey, just really, they really offends you. Either way, I get it, but either way, anybody could just bring it up to management and you get yourselves in serious trouble. So guys, if you're going to have some conversations with people, watch what you say, watch what you talk about, because you have no idea who's listening. And if it offends them, they're more than likely probably going to report it. We've had a couple incidents in the past 2 weeks, and I want to commend the agents for not going towards management. They actually came to us with the conversation that they heard and they did not like. And actually, we as union reps, we approached the two agents, and we told them, hey, really watch your conversations, because there's a couple things you said that weren't right. And I get it. I mean, there's some people, it may not have been offensive to you, but it could be offensive to somebody else.
Right.
So
even if it's a joke too, and you're doing it in a jokey manner, listen, jokes nowadays, you can't joke around like that no more.
No, you can't.
And it could offend people, and
you gotta watch it.
You gotta watch what you say.
Luckily, in the last 2 weeks, those two agents, thank you again. I mean, you know who you are. I'm not going to say their names, but you know who you are. Thank you for not approaching manager. Thank you for approaching us, because again, you could get somebody terminated just for like a simple conversation. We shouldn't be terminated. We are union. We are union. Yes. We're not union just when the contracts are. We're not union. We're not getting paid. We're not union. We're not just union when your points are messed up. Union
day.
Everywhere. Every time, all the time. We take care of each other. You know what I mean? We take care of ourselves. We take care of each other within ourselves. If you have a problem with somebody, come to us. We'll try to fix the situation. We'll try to help it. And if it doesn't work, don't get me wrong. If we try to help the agents and it doesn't help, then yes, we will approach management. We will get management involved, because obviously there's not much we can do. And we're not going to sit there and just tell you, okay, look, we can't help you. We're not going to help him because he's not going to be changed. And so, sorry. No. If we cannot help the agent to, turn his attitude, then yes, we will turn to management, and then we got to do what we got to do. But first, we really got to take care of each other first.
Yeah,
but then again, the main point here is, watch your conversations, watch what you say, watch. And I know there's a lot of racial slurs going out. That has to stop,
Yes, please
within each
stop
other. That
that.
has to stop.
Yes.
We do, that's some language that we can't be using in the break rooms.
Yeah,
Other
be
people are
respectable in your
be
conversations,
respectable,
please.
even though I get it. You're within your own race. You think you can say it, but you really can't. It's just offensive to other people too.
Right.
You cannot say that. It's very offensive. So again, if I catch it, of course I am probably going to approach you, and I'm going to probably tell you, hey man, just watch your conversations. I'm not doing this to be a jerk. I'm doing this not only to help protect the other agents, but to also protect you from anything happening to you.
Exactly.
So it's just, again, watch what you say. Next one, next one I want to talk about is letter time frames. Now, a lot of people get these letters and they think just hold on to them. Look, if you're getting written up and you think you're guilty, just come to us and just talk to the union reps. Talk to the union reps. Talk to a union rep. Find out if it's grievable. Find out more information on why these soups and managers wrote you up. And because if you don't, these things have time frames. You only get a certain amount of time to grieve these things before you can't do anything about them. For any kind of letter, you have 10 working days. Remember, working days, you don't count Saturday, Sunday. You have 10 working days to grieve it. So just make sure that when you do get written up, bring it up to as soon as possible.
Right.
All right, Hugo, what else you got, buddy?
You know what? A lot of people still don't think that we do work at a job that's pretty dangerous. And I actually ran into some statistics today. Worldwide, there are 27,000 ramp incidents and accidents, and there's 243,000 injuries. And that's like 9 injuries per 1,000 departures.
Yikes.
And these planes fly everywhere and, all the time, every day. So a lot of people get injured. So we do work, and,
It is one of the most
one of the most dangerous jobs
in the world,
that
yeah.
we do work. Yeah, and yeah.
It is one of the tops. I think it's the top the seventh one. Seventh most dangerous
Yeah.
job to work in.
One more thing.
What else you got?
You know what? A lot of agents are coming up to me like, "Hey, I want to ask a question. What are you guys going to take my question?" I'm like, "Well, yeah. All you got to do is meet us up somewhere, give us a question, or you could message us. We're on Facebook, we're on Messenger. So if
Yes.
you have anything for the podcast, you do want to ask that you want us to talk about, let us know."
Yeah. And if you want to email, that's fine. We have MDW, quick question at yahoo.com. If you want to email us for anything, we'll get that one. Or again, like Hugo said, Facebook Messenger. Or just come to the office, ask us, hey, can you guys talk about this? Because there actually has been a few people that actually come up to me and say, hey, man, what about this? And I have actually, in fact, the last 3 podcasts were a couple topics were from agents that actually came up to me and asked me, hey, can we talk about this? And that's exactly what I did. And that's what this is also for, guys. If there's something you want me to talk about, to address, come up to me.
Right.
Come up to me or Hugo. We'll address anything you guys need. It's better for me. It helps me out. It helps me out because it gives me more stuff to talk to you guys about.
We need the topics.
You know what I mean? We need the topics.
And we need to explain some stuff too. 'Cause
Yes.
A lot of people don't understand it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of new people here. We're at over 900 agents, and there's 100 more coming. So again, whatever you guys need to ask us or want us to be on this podcast, let us know. This is actually your. I'm considering this more, our J line than anything. I don't know if you guys know what J line meetings are. We pretty much gather all the union members together, and we talk about stuff. It's more of a movement whenever it's more movement whenever we have relationships, problems with the management, especially when under contract negotiations. But J lines can be used for anything, just to get the message out to the members. Anything we need to get the message out. So that's what this podcast is for. So again, if you have anything you want to confront, just come to me, and trust me, I'll put it on this podcast.
And I just have to give a shout out to Tim Patala so he'd stop bothering me. No,
And he's bothering you too?
No.
Look, I give him enough with the movies. Now he wants something from safety.
No, he actually helped me move some chalks from one area to the other, in the yard, and I think I was just obstructing his way because he wanted to go home. But thanks, Tim.
Oh man, he's got a good taste for horror movies. But we'll talk about that
those
later.
B-rated movies.
Yeah, he's got good B-rated movies, except for one, and he knows which one it is. But we'll talk about that later.
All right.
I got a couple more, and then we're done. Is calling in. When people are calling in, they're calling in the right way. Mostly everybody pretty much got it down packed. You call 884-3050, and you leave your message on what you're doing. Now, people are always asking, hey, do I got to call in for both shifts? Or all 3 shifts, depending on if you're on a double, you're on a triple. Well, if you're calling in for all those 3 shifts, you could say all 3 shifts if you want to cover, if you want to cover your ass, that's fine. You can say I'm calling in sick. My shifts are 5 to 1:30, 1:30 to 10, and then 2 to 10:30 to 6. You could do all that, or you could just say I'm calling in for the day. Yeah, that's all you got to say. You calling in for the day, and it'll cover whatever shifts you're on. Now, some people are asking, can you call in sick on one shift and then come in for the other two? Yeah, you can. You know, you
I
can.
feel better.
You feel better. You know, you took some Tylenol, took some Advil, took some
Pepto
Pepto-Bismol, you took whatever you needed to take, but you feel
No
better,
more leaky butts.
and you get to come in, right? No more. You come in on your next shifts, but just remember that if you do come in on your next shifts and you want, if you want to use, you got 1 point, you burn 1 point and you want to use it for the next day, you can't do that. You can't just come in and work the shift and think you could do it the next day. No, you can't. Once you clock in, you cannot use that second day anymore. Yeah, all you're gonna do if you call in sick again, you're gonna burn another point. So just remember that. And what as I calling in sick? Now, what if you what if you no show? What if you no show and you're on a double? You no show the morning shift. Can you still come in on the night shift? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can. Now we're getting a couple incidents to where people are calling in after they no-show for the night shift. That is the only way in the contract that you can actually get 3 points for the day.
Wow.
Yeah, you do not do that. If you no-show in the morning and you have a double or a triple, you don't have to come in for the rest of the day. And you ain't got to call in. It's 2 points for the entire day.
Oh,
So
cool.
just stay home. Don't call, don't ask, don't do nothing. If you're going to call somebody, call a rep. Just remember that if you no-show the morning shift, if you want to come in for the night shift or the overnight shift, yes, you could still come in. But if you don't want to come in at all, don't call. Just take your 2 points and stay home.
Go about your day.
Go about your business. Enjoy your day off with no pay and 2 points.
Yeah.
So just remember that, because a lot of people are. We got some guys that are getting 3 points because they no show and then they call in sick on the night shift. Do not. Just take your 2
Ouch.
points and you're done for the day.
Man, that hurts.
Yeah, that kind of hurts. But again, that's a good thing to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hugo, that's it.
And that's it.
That's it for me.
That's it for me,
That's
too.
it for you. Okay, so again, Hugo, what movie you got so these guys can actually watch something before their flights come in?
I actually watched something called Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
Yeah, that was actually it's pretty funny. It's about I guess criminals who their past comes back to haunt them and stuff, and it's actually pretty funny. Great cast too. Bill Murray's in it.
Riff Raff. I don't know.
Yeah, look for it.
I'll look for it. Let's see. What did I watch? I mean, I watch all the Chicago Med and Fire. Those are just great shows, but I don't want to talk about them. I mean, if you guys haven't watched, those are good, man. I'm in like 80 episodes in. I mean,
I just look out the window.
You know what's funny? What's funny was one of them, Wally, the uni rep, told me about it, and I found it. I ran into it. These guys went in the back. These guys were running in the back hall by the CSA.
Oh, yeah.
If everybody knows,
I heard about that.
If everybody knows how it looks when you guys go to T Point, when you guys go upstairs to T Point, in the 4th floor, right, we take the elevator down. Well, that area right there, right behind CSA, you walk down the hallway. These guys are running down the hallway, and when they get out of the hallway the door at the end leads into the freight house.
Wow.
It's
like a warp zone or something.
I needed them to show me that way, because man, to get to the freight
Right?
house right there, that'd be freaking awesome, man.
Where's the wormhole? Show me the wormhole.
But anyways, I don't want to talk about those. But again, those shows are great. I actually saw Thunderbolts.
Oh.
That was. I mean, it was okay. I liked it. It was a good story. I mean, it was an okay story. But a bunch of villains that get together. I mean, it's like I've seen it already, but it kind of, at the end, it kind of brings you up to the new Fantastic Four that is coming out. So I guess maybe you have to watch it. I guess not.
Well, to
But
me,
it was
the
an
movie spoke more about mental illness, actually, and how she was depressed and how she wanted to commit suicide and all that stuff. Well, I spoke too much, but it touched upon a little bit of that. And his dark side too, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I did. That character surprised me for all you. I'm not going to ruin it for all you comic nerds out there. Like I was saying. Yeah, it's good. As a character that they brought in, that was pretty cool. But it was an okay story. It was. I mean, Marvel needs to just stick to the main characters. I know they want to bring all these side characters out and put movies on them, and some of them really suck. But this one was. I mean, most of them really suck. But this one was actually good. It really leads you into anything. But other than that, yeah. And then, of course, I'm sorry, me and Hugo are going to talk about what we just seen is the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Yes. Hugo, what did you think, man?
I'm going to use the Wally scale.
I'll give it a 6 pocket protectors out of 10.
6 out of 10. I probably would give it that too. So
I want to like it.
yeah, I want to too. To me, it was a much better version of the first Fantastic Four that came out.
Yes.
The one with Lawrence Fishburne as a Silver Surfer. You've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it's pretty much, to me, I think it's the same movie, except they did it so much better here.
Yes.
And Galactus came out so much more better
Oh, yeah.
here than they did in that one. But
Yes.
it was,
You
to
didn't
me,
get
it
to
was
see
the same.
Galactus in the other one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not like a-
big, yeah, his
big
ship,
ring.
yeah, his ship that was
His
coming,
ship,
and
and
then,
that's
yeah, but this one actually had Galactus coming out, and Galactus looked great. He looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
The characters look phenomenal. I liked them all. The story was okay. If you're going in here thinking that you're going to see something, that it'll lead up to something past the Fantastic Four, it's going into like Doomsday or Secret Wars, it doesn't really do anything. To me, it just
a lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of. I left the theater with more questions than I did walking in. It doesn't lead you anywhere. It just introduces you to the Fantastic Four. So don't expect much out of it. I didn't get much out of it. It was a good. It was to me. It was a good.
It was
movie.
a good popcorn
Yeah,
movie.
it was a good movie. It was just pretty much like the first one with better actors, better acting, and of course better CGI.
Effects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better special effects. But that's it. That's it for us again. That's for us for the quick question. So again, guys, if you can, subscribe to us, like us, and again, if you have any questions,
Listen to us.
listen.
Love us.
If you guys have any questions, anything you guys want us to talk about on the podcast, please reach out to us. Facebook Messenger. You can email us, mdwquickquestion@yahoo.com. Reach out to Hugo or me. Just talk to us. Whatever you need. So again, that's our podcast for this week. Again, we do see you guys every 2 weeks now. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'm your host, Eric Perez, along my co-host, Hugo Baez. Hugo.
All right, everybody. It was a good time talking to you guys. And like always, let's be safe out there. This is Eric and Hugo signing off.